Hey y'all, Sarah from OBX Hot Yoga in Nags Head, North Carolina. I am going to lead you in a gentle yoga flow. This is a brief yoga flow, and you can add to it. You can hold the poses for longer. You guys know I love to hold the poses for a long time. I love the yin practice. So just like any other practice, just take it to the level that you'd like to. And again, just take it easy, honor your body, honor yourself, and what you're feeling is appropriate for you today. So beginning on your mat, just a comfortable seated position. That can be anything. Remember, it doesn't have to be cross-legged. You can certainly sit up on the knees if you prefer, something maybe here, hands rested on the knees. You can have legs out to the sides, legs out in front, so lots of options here. Again, it does not have to be a cross-leg seated position, so just do what feels right for you. Starting to ground and close your eyes for a moment, and just to bring your attention for a moment inward. And in your home practice, it's important to shut out any other things that might be clouding the mind. So if you have other people in the home, asking them to give you some space just for a moment, for your time, for your practice. If there are phones on, TVs on, anything like that, go ahead and turn them off. Bring yourself just like you would in the studio to a really present moment. Letting go of anything that might not be serving you this morning, so thoughts, worries, fears, and doubts. Tuning out any outside noise, so that can be just noise, cars driving by. It can also be the chatter of the mind. So again, just taking a few moments here, grounding, closing the eyes, letting go of any other thoughts, and maybe just starting to bring awareness to your breath at this point, and inhaling and exhaling. Just see how that natural breath makes you feel. And then see if you can begin to make your inhalation a little bit deeper, filling up the lungs, and then maybe also filling up the belly and sending that breath in and out through the body, not just in the upper body, not just through the nose or through the mouth. And then do the same on the exhalation and exhale even deeper. Maybe allowing that breath to grab a hold of something that's not serving you and letting it travel out through the exhale. So a few more breaths like this, inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply, allowing the breath to travel in and out of the body. Maybe sending the inhalation to some areas that need more breath. So those areas of tension, restriction, or even pain, you send that inhalation right there. And allowing that exhale to grab a hold of what's not serving you and travel out through the body. If you'd like to take a few releasing breaths, I invite you to do that now. So inhaling deeply through the nose and maybe holding that breath at the top for a moment. And then exhaling out through the mouth, creating a ha sound. A few more times like that if you'd like. From here, setting an intention for your practice if you'd like. Bringing your palms together at Anjali Mudra at your heart center. Bowing your chin to your chest. One thing you'd like to dedicate your practice to, one person. Maybe it's to yourself. Maybe it's a broad, general idea of peace and love and respect. healing maybe, for wellness. And then beginning to flutter the eyes open, bringing the gaze back to the room. Starting to make your way for the practice. So releasing the hands down by the sides and just gently bringing your chin to your chest, sitting up nice and tall, elongating the spine. And then slowly just rolling the head over to the right side or the left side. Doesn't have to be super choreographed. Just releasing tension in the neck here, then coming back through center and slowly to the opposite side. Rolling the chin around, just gently again to the right and to the left. It doesn't have to be super choreographed. Just releasing tension in the neck and in the head. And then back through center one more time, maybe gently bringing the hands, not too much pressure here, just a little gentle encouragement. And then slowly release, sitting up hopefully a little bit taller. From here, you're gonna roll the shoulders up and down the back 3 times. There's 1, making the inhale match the movement, the exhale match the movement, and there's 3, inhale up, and exhale back. We're going to go the opposite direction. So inhaling up, shoulders up, and really exaggerating that rounding sensation forward. Still sitting up tall, but just letting the shoulders start to release and let the arms and the hands kind of just follow. There's 3, and then back through center. Sitting up nice and tall. Make sure you pull your belly in towards the spine. So you're bringing that activity and that awareness to your center line right away. So gentle practice, but doesn't mean easy. You guys know I love to say that. On your next inhalation, extend the arms up, look up, reach up, let the palms touch, and then pause there for a moment, holding that breath. See if you can reach up more, squeeze your belly in more, and press your hips down to the mat a little bit more. And then nice, strong exhalation, releasing everything down, chin to the chest. Make sure you're reaching out through the fingertips. Inhale up, and then pausing, reaching a little bit further, squeezing that belly in towards the spine. You should feel a little bit of pressure there. That's good. That means you're using it. And exhale, release everything down. You're going to do 1 more just like that. Inhale, extend, arms up, look up, reach up, pause and hold. And exhale, release everything down. So from here, you're just going to extend 1 arm up. It doesn't matter which side you're on. You're going to reach up as much as you can through those fingertips. And again, holding the breath. And then exhale, you're just stretching the opposite direction. You're grounding down in through that opposite hip. It's going to want to come up, so press it down. Reach further through the fingertips in that arm. You can look up if it's comfortable. If there's tension in your neck, just look down. Super chill. 1 more breath. Go a little bit deeper if you can, and then inhale the arm up. Exhale, release the arm down. Opposite side, again, doesn't matter which side you're on. Inhale, extend, extend, extend. Reach as much as you can. Hold that breath. And then exhale, stretching the opposite direction. Again, if there's tension on your neck, so for me, on this side, left side of the neck is tension. I just let the head go down, let the gaze go down. It's more comfortable for me. And then keep moving with each breath. A little bit further, a little bit further. And then inhale up and exhale, release. So you're going to slowly make your way to your tabletop position, bringing the hands down underneath the shoulders and the knees, underneath of the hips, and going right into your variations of cat and cow. You can tuck the toes if you're into it. I'm into it. I love the stretch in the soles of the feet. If you're not, you'll just ground through the tops of the feet down into the mat. When you're ready to inhalation, we'll arch the spine, tailbone going up, chest and heart going forward, shoulders coming down and back, and your gaze going forward, up, or even back, depending on your flexibility. On the exhalation, you're doing all of the opposite, rounding the shoulders, squeezing the chin to the chest as much as you can, and tucking the tailbone down, squeezing the belly in as much as you can. Keep moving just like that. Deep inhalation brings you into your cow, and deep exhalation brings you into your cat. Again, really exaggerate the movement. Let's go 3 more times. Your pace, it doesn't have to match mine. Inhale deeply, maybe pause at the top. And exhale, same thing. Squeeze everything in, pausing at the bottom. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. And then inhale, come back through center. Pausing here, readjusting your tabletop position. So in your tabletop, you want it to be active. You want that belly squeezed in so you're not just hanging and sagging down here. This is too relaxed and your shoulders are up in the ears. So having everything nice and in line, squeezing the belly in is naturally going to just tuck the tailbone a little bit. And then again, shoulders are relaxed but out of the ears. You want some activity here. The backs of the feet, the tops of the feet, are going to be pressing down into the mat. And again, that's going to bring some awareness here into your tabletop position. So it's not just a, more rest and restorative pose, but not just super relaxed. So when you're ready, you're going to extend one leg behind. Let's start with the right leg. So right leg behind, and you're just going to hold here. I want you to try to play with the balance by lifting the left hand and then maybe trying to lift the right hand. Try not to rock back too much, back and forth. It's just kind of giving you some awareness to what's happening in your center line. Obviously, right side, when you lift the right hand, it's going to be a little bit harder, but just bring awareness there. And then come back. And just hold. That's all you have to do. Keep that belly squeezed in. Now inhale, extend that leg a little bit higher and hold. And let your gaze be forward, but no tension in the neck. And then inhale that leg a little bit higher and hold. And then slowly release that leg down. And then you're going right into the opposite side. So left leg. Inhale, extend and hold. And you're going to do the same thing. Just lift the hands just gently. Try not to rock too much back and forth. Bring awareness. Make sure you're gluing the top of that back foot down. So you're nice and grounded. You have nice support here. You have nice support here. And then hold. Now inhale, extend that left leg a little bit higher and hold. Again, gaze is forward, but no tension in the neck. Inhale a little bit higher and hold. And you'll have one more like this. Inhale up and hold. And exhale, release. Then going right into your cat and cow. So when you're ready, inhale, find your cow. And exhale, round it out. Find the cat. Inhale, nice inhalation, chest and heart going forward again. The further you go with your gaze, the more stretch you're going to get in the front of the body. Exhale, round it out. The further you squeeze the chin to the chest, the more exaggerated rounding sensation you're getting in the back. Last one, inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. And then inhale back through your center. Find your tabletop position. When you're ready, on the inhale, extend the right leg. You've been here before, so you know where we're going. You know what to do. Inhale higher and hold. Inhale higher and hold. Now adding a little bit more movement to it. Exhale, round the spine, squeeze the chin to the chest. And I always say, try to get your nose to touch your knee. Inhale, extend, go as high as you can on the inhalation. And exhale, round it out. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze everything in. Last one, inhale, extend. And exhale, round. Inhale, extend, go as high as you can and hold, and exhale, release. So we're picking up the pace a little bit, going right into the other side. Inhale, left leg extends, and exhale, round it out. Again, if you can get your nose to tap the knee, that's awesome. Inhale, extend, and if you can't, you're just going that direction every time. Exhale, round, squeeze the belly in. Inhale, extend, and exhale, round. Inhale, extend as high as you can in that inhalation. And then exhale slowly with control, releasing. Try not to shift your weight back and forth too much. Right into cat and cow. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again, if you go as far as you possibly can with each breath, you're just going to get as much as you can out of each posture. Last one. And exhale, round. Inhale back through center. And then from here, giving your low back a little break, taking the rest and restorative Balasana Child's Pose. So lowering all the way down to the mat, softening through the shoulders, softening in the neck, letting your hips really press back and relax. And variations here, you can open the knees wide if you prefer. So knees wide is going to be as wide as you would like to take that. That's going to be different for everyone. So more flexible students, you can open the knees super wide and then try to bring your chest and your heart down further towards the mat. Less flexible students, obviously, you're going to want the knees together or maybe just slightly apart, just slowly kind of working there. You can bring something in front of you. If you have a pillow, you could use that. to simulate blocks. You could use books or anything like that. So just make sure you're supported here is the most important thing. Rest and restorative pose, but remember it's always an active pose. So you're still squeezing the belly in towards the spine, and you're trying to sink the hips down a little bit further with every breath. Take one more breath here. And then slowly you'll start to make your way up. You're coming back to your tabletop position. You're just going to pause here and hold for a moment. Feeling that activity, that center line. And then from here, you're going to tuck the right toes and stretch the back of the leg. So press that heel away and then slowly release. Again, you're using your center in your core so you're not shifting the weight back and forth too much. Go right into the other side. Left leg extends back and press out through that back heel. See the activity here, pressing away, stretching the back of the leg. Slowly release as slow as you can with control, not shifting the weight back and forth. Right side, inhale, and exhale, release. Left side, inhale, tucking the toes, pressing heel, and exhale, release. Last one, inhale, right leg back, press out through that heel, keep your belly squeezed in, and exhale, release. Left side, one more time, and slowly release. Now from here, going right into your plank position, because you've been here before, you know what it's going to feel like. You're going to tuck the right toes, squeeze that belly in, activity in your center line. Make sure your wrists are directly underneath of your shoulders, so you're setting yourself up for success. Left toes back, and then right into plank. So you've set yourself up for success. If you went to plank and you realized it was too much for you, right away you're going to drop the knees down, untuck the toes, and then shift the hips forward so you still have nice activity in your center line here. So here's the difference. You don't want to be back in tabletop because that's not quite the posture. You don't want to be hanging out here because this is not enough activity. So you shift the hips forward, so here, and squeeze the belly in so you have nice alignment here. Holding in your plank position. If you're in plank, you're getting a really good core workout here. If you're taking the gentle restorative version, you're here. Now you're going to squeeze the arms into the body so the elbows come in as much as you can possibly get them, and you can see the rotation with the elbows. So it's here, and I know this is very exaggerated, but this is going to show you the direction that you're going in. Squeezing the arms in towards the body. If you're in plank, you're here, and it's the same thing. You squeeze them in as much as you can. They're going to brush your breast line. That's how tight the arms are into the body. The elbows are going back. You're going to lower all the way down to the mat. So lowering down to the mat, or if you know you want more, you're going to hover, and then inhale, you're just going to come up. It's either going to be cobra, so the shoulders are down and back, you're looking forward, or maybe it's going to be up dog. Same thing, but the knees are lifted. And then exhale, you're either pressing back through table, taking it nice and slow, tucking the toes, and pressing back to your down dog. Or you're maybe going from plank, lowering down, inhaling forward, and then exhale, pressing it back. Down dog. Deep inhale, long exhale. You take 2 more full circles of breath like that, thinking about everything that's going on in your down dog. So squeezing the belly in, lifting the hips, bringing the hips up, and then bringing the hips back as much as you can. That's naturally going to let your chest and your heart, your upper body come down a little bit more. Pressing backs and legs away, pressing heels down, maybe pedaling out a little bit here if that feels good for you. One knee and then the other. Letting your head hang heavy and shaking and nodding the head if it feels good for you. Just letting go of tension and pressure here. Then you're going to take one more breath. And at the bottom of the exhale, bring yourself to the top of the mat. So you can walk the feet close together. You can look forward and then maybe try to work on your float. Remember, it's a float, not a jump. You're lifting yourself to the top of the mat as best that you can. Otherwise, you can maybe go with me and tightrope the feet. Heel to toe, stretching the backs of the legs, and then folding all the way down. Taking your first standing forward fold, your Uttanasana. So I recommend feet together if you're able to, and if not, separate the feet a little bit if it's more comfortable. Let the head hang heavy, let everything release here. Stretching the wrists, maybe if that feels good. Bending the knees if that feels good. Shake and nod the head. You can grab opposite elbows if you'd like. Walking the hands around the body. That's one of my favorite variations, bending one knee and bending the other knee. Slowly release back in your Uttanasana. Now inhale, lengthen your spine halfway. Squeeze your belly in, your back is flat, your gaze is forward. And then exhale, release that. Let everything go. And then inhale, rise all the way up. Inhale, 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 look up, reach up. Palms are going to touch. Hold the breath for a moment and then exhale, hands down, chin to the chest. Now that's a really gentle variation, a really gentle flow. You can take that further. You can take that less, by taking those modifications, but you can do that over and over and repeat that. So inhaling, extending arms up, looking up, reaching up, and then exhale, forward fold all the way down into your Uttanasana again. And then inhale, lengthen through your spine, and exhale, release. And then working your way back to where we started, stepping the right foot back and the left foot back, finding your plank, lowering down, inhaling up, exhale, however you want to get there, pressing back to your down dog. And then maybe up on the toes and knees down, tabletop position. And then inhaling, extending the leg, and exhale, rounding, and taking any of those variations. So simple, simple flow. If you feel complete with the practice now, you're going to lower all the way down onto your mat. You're going to come back to a seated position. Legs are crossed or not, it doesn't matter. Close your eyes for a moment. See where your body's at right now. Just take an inventory. What feels a little bit different? Maybe what did you notice about the body that wasn't working as quite well as you had expected or hoped? And which side of the body was stronger or longer, had more space? And then make sure as you keep practicing that you give more attention to that side that is struggling a little bit. So this is it, gentle practice. Remember, you can always add to. You can always complete your practice lying down on the mat if you prefer. Child's pose, great way to complete the practice. Your last Shavasana, lying all the way onto the mat. But just finding a quiet and still and peaceful place. When you're ready to let go of the practice, you let go at your time. Let go of your breath. If you'd like to join me in Anjali Mudra, one more time. Palms together at heart center, chin to the chest. Universal sign of peace, love, and respect. The light, the love, and the heat within me honors the love, the light, and the heat within each of you. I thank you for joining me for your practice. Namaste. So we always appreciate your likes, your comments, your feedback, and we'll keep trying to bring videos to you guys as often as possible. Please keep practicing at home.